Hello, everybody. Did 22 here, and last time I was doing this, I did very, very warm reception, and well, it suffices me to say that I decided to make this a thing. Now, I was thinking of names, and I thought to myself, well, I am the Blue Toad, so, and not only that, there isn't really a name like this one, and that is Blue Toad Radio. And basically, this is just more or less commentary style, though you can always submit topics for me to talk about. And I asked on the last time I was doing this, I didn't have a name at the time. But unfortunately, none of the ones that I got were any good. I'm not going to name names, but that's just not in my. Uh, it's just not in me to judge. I will just say that. But with that said, really, first thing I wanted to talk about was what happened in Manchester, and then recently in London, of all things. Uh, First thing I wanted to like, what happened in Manchester should never have happened, and and the fact that ISIS is claiming this is like, I'm like, when is this ever going to end? And then it happened in London, and naturally when I found out about it much later, um, than it did. Like, in other words, like, I was away from the house, so I didn't know about it until I got back home very late. And by the time I did, it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that someone tried to, or someone has rather, uh, killed as well as hurt so many people. And my question is why? Like, I mean, this is just, I mean, I mean, as bad as 9/11, but I mean, this is getting right up there. And I mean, this is just stuff that this is. I mean, I just I'm so. I don't want to say I'm so mad, but I mean I am mad, but I'm just disappointed, and but more so I'm very very sad for the people that had to have to go through this, and then the fact that I even have two good friends of mine that live. I would, but I if they want to reveal themselves. I'm probably not gonna say much on that. But I just I just wonder when is this end? I mean, seen some in Syria. We've seen in one time we did in Boston back in 2013, the Boston Marathon. I'm happy that in that particular case, I'm happy that the people responsible for it were just so were like one was killed and then the other was what is it was taken into custody. But anyway, oh well, we have. Well, before I get excited and introduce the person that just came in, yeah, London attacks were so quick. Well, and this is coming from one of the guys that actually was there, not at the attack, but he lives in London. I'd like to introduce to you a very, very good friend of mine. Probably he's like a brother to me, and that is my good friend Jason RPG. So anyway, welcome to the show, man. Do you have anything? Can't even talk. Do you have anything else to say, man? You know, I'm happy you're here, by the way. But yeah, I'm sorry that it happened to you. Uh, but then again, apologizing. I never even did it. Hey, it's great to have you, man. Uh, Great to have Jason RPG. Uh, and of course, when this gets posted um, after the fact, I'll be sure to add Mr. RPG, Jason RPG, his channel when it's all said and done. And again, like I said before, you can leave any topics for me to talk about on the next episode of Blue Toad Radio. But for Jason RPG, uh, how are you feeling? Let me just. It's so hot. I need to take my shirt off. Okay. I have a T-shirt on. It's so hot in the room that's not even funny. But I'm feeling better now. There we go. And and we have yet another person just joining up, and that's Greninja Power, another good friend of mine. 30 minutes. Okay, I'll try not to keep you long. We're actually, um, I mean, you can just leave if you need to, but I'm happy that you're doing well, and but I'm relieved, and I'm also relieved for our other friend. I won't mention unless he wants to say it, but yeah. And as for Greninja Power, hey, what's up, man? How am I doing? Says Jason RPG. I'm doing fine. In fact, uh, like while the attack on London was so quick, I was actually away from the house, and I mentioned that I was going to the Price is Right live show. This is not to be confused with the actual game show, nor is it confused with the UK's counterpart. For the longest time, it was called Bruce's Price is Right in England. But I went to the stage show version of it. I registered to become a contestant, but I never made it up. So, in fact, I never even won a damn thing. Which is kind of ironic because it was at a casino, and I just killed it at the casino. But of course, it takes a lot of luck to win, obviously, and that's what I had. I had a lot of luck on that one. But aside from that, I'm doing great. Thank you. Okay, back to where I was talking about. I was talking about the attacks. Yeah, I did pretty well. Um, but yeah, it, I just don't know when it's ever gonna end. I just don't. I really don't. Um, and then let's see, anything else? Um, and you guys can talk about anything else. If you want to, like those in the live chat. I mean, you can suggest other topics, but if not, I'll just go into the next one. I guess I'll go into the next one while they're at it. I mean, after all, it is the first show. But really, the only other topic I was going to talk about was what I tweeted. I think it was on Thursday, or I think it was Thursday night that I tweeted it, my time, Pacific. I was talking about. Let me look. Let me get it up here, if I may. But I'm happy that you're doing well, Jason and Friendship Hour. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. It was on June 1st. I tweeted this, and I was looking at Twitter, and yeah, I'm happy that you are enjoying it. Anyway, I was looking at my Twitter, and I had this hashtag called "I spend too much time." Hashtag I spend too much time. But I really was thinking about what have I done in the past that I spent too much time on. Big difference between spend and spent. I really thought about this, and well, and I'll be honest with you, I spent too much time holding a grudge, and that I had to let it go. And um, I don't really want to say much as to what the grudge was, Um, Especially since it's very personal, and plus, unless like really the closest friends of mine would probably know what the grudge was. More often than not, I don't think any of you do, but but the grudge was definitely really making me miserable in the sense that because I held it, I I thought to myself, like, I could get angry all I want, but it's not going to do me any good. It's like poison. You drink it expecting the other person to die, and yet it's you who's dying inside. Uh, and plus, what also brought that to mind was the fact that um, I was talking to my pastor, teaching on it one day. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. I'll read what he just said in a moment, but my pastor mentioned that well, he says, well, he didn't. Well, I don't want to. Well, whatever. My first name. It's Julian, and he says, Julian, you're a great young man. Uh, the grudge that you hold, whatever it is, because he didn't know what my grudge was. He just knew I had one, and he says the same thing. It's like poison. It's like you drink it, expecting the other person to die, and it kills you. Not only that, you can get mad all you want, but it's not going to do any good. So I thought about it, and it's like, you know what? I really did hold on to it for so long, and I had something in my nose, but yeah, on a personal level, I held it too much for too long, and as far as the people involved in my grudge, I'm not going to say who. It's too personal. That is, unless, of course, said people actually want to reveal themselves, which I highly doubt they will. But to those involved in my grudge, like the people that I had a grudge towards, you don't need to feel sorry for me. I need no sympathy. I want none. I ask none. So, to the people that I had a grudge towards, you don't need to feel sorry for me. I already had to do that myself. And what Jason said before that was, glad you freed yourself from that. And you know what? I'm happy that you mentioned it because I did. I'm happy that I'm freed. And then last but not but of course, my last tweet on that subject was I had a moment to self-reflect and to be honest with myself, and I feel better now than I did before. So, and it is kind of getting late, so if I don't sound happy, it's kind of late. And plus, I'm kind of recovering from a cold as it is, so I kind of sound miserable than I actually do. But thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, my brother. So let's see, other stuff we could talk about. Well, E3 is coming up. I'd like to know if any more information on the Splatoon, uh, Super Mario Odyssey, um, more on ARMS, any possible games for 2018. Um, I think I'm more interested in whether or not 2K is ever going to come out with a new WWE game on the Switch. If they did that, I will go nuts for it because it would just add more spice to it than I already have. It's kind of but that I mean that's just me personal, but uh, but to the audience at home, whether it be live or whether it be uh, after the fact when it gets posted or uploaded, what would you like to see at E3? Oh, you want to see it on the PS4? Yeah, I mean the PS4, it usually it will happen on the PS4. There's no doubt about that. So, and plus there's games for like the PlayStation 4 that and I'm pretty sure Jason would love to have. Whether it be that game or whether it be any other game that he wants. Yeah, WWE 2K18. Yes. So, oh, what was it? My phone. What is this? Oh, I just got a notification on my own live chat. How silly is that? Anyway, um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to E3 and seeing what they have now that I have the new system. And oh, and by the way, Jason, this is just my friend. Uh, did you get a Switch, or are you going to get a Switch? I'm not sure if you have one. And I guess while he's typing, I guess the next subject to talk about is probably my trip to the casino. Like, like I went to go see The Price is Right, um, but I played games like video poker and not yet, bro. Okay. Well, hopefully you do. Whether it be, I don't know. I hope you do get it, but you know, and let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. Like I was playing like blackjack and craps, and I was just killing it. Like I just got really lucky. So that's practically what it was in a nutshell. So I could just put that to rest. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, and we also have yet another viewer. And so yeah, I think this is only the second time that Fries, Jason, and then early before that, Greninja have been featured within the same call. I think. So yeah, we have Fries here. Nice to have him on the show. Wait, wait, th- is it way or why? I can't read that, Jason. But anyway, um, what was I? What else was I going to talk about? Well, oh, of course, I almost forgot. The only other thing I could talk about are like people that I watch streams from. Oh, way. Oh, okay. Thanks for clearing it up, Jason. I appreciate that, buddy. Um, but yeah, streamers. I've been like whenever I'm not making any videos or watching videos, I go to people's streams, and one of the people that I watch streams from, um, I did watch Jason RPG's 100 subscriber special, uh, but that was back when he was known as Pika Pika Powa. So I can't wait for the 200th edition, 200 subscriber edition, that is. So yeah, guys, if you want to be part of that, you better start subscribing. No, no, I kid, but I mean you can if you want, but that's just but that's if you want to. Same thing with Rise and Greninja before, and anyway, streamers, and of course, just as I'm about to talk, I we have another good friend of mine, Greedy Selfish 97, who was on the previous time that I was doing this. Of course, like I mentioned before, I didn't have a name for this before. So anyway, what's up, Greedy? So as Greedy is gonna type, I'm just gonna mention some streamers. Like one is a good friend of mine. You probably already know this guy if you've been subscribed for like at least a year or more, and that is my good friend LP Grotus. He streams quite a bit, mostly on YouTube, though he has a Twitter and Hitbox. So if you like those streaming sites, go to those. How am I doing? I'm doing much better, especially since you're here. No, no, I was doing all right beforehand, but I'm doing much better now that you're here. But anyway, but yeah, LP Grotus, very good streamer, and Jason when he streamed last time, he was pretty good too. But yeah, the Frog is an amazing streamer. Do check him out, but also check out all the other stuff that he's done beforehand. Uh, Other ones I can think of. There's one called BlueBab23, and she is. I mean, the fact that she's a great person, and the fact that she's also a friend of mine. I mean, I'm not the closest friend, she is a good friend of mine, probably um, a great friend, uh, but it's just not at the level of me and Jason, and maybe even me and Greedy Selfish. But anyway, but nonetheless, though, BlueBab23, she streams a lot of fun games, and if you're interested in the games that she streams, you can definitely check them out, and especially the multiplayer games like Splatoon and Mario Kart 8, as well, including the I should be more specific. Mario Kart 8 Standard for the Wii U. So she plays games like that, as well as games on Steam like 100% Orange Juice, among other games that I can think of. But yeah, she streams fun games like that. So if you like that, do check her out. Let's see who else. Um, I do talk about this one guy called Andy from the Gaming Beatdown. I tweet about him a lot, and I always tweet when I'm on his stream, because I always have a lot of fun, whether it's playing Mario Kart 8. Uh, Now he's also included deluxe as well as standard. Oh, you have to go? Okay. Well, have a good time at school, and do stay safe. So yeah, peace out, everybody. So there goes Jason. But it was great to have him on the show when he was here. Great to have him, man. It's like a brother. But yeah, there's Andy. So yeah, he plays games like that, and he also has um, late night beatdowns, I think it's called, where he plays multiplayer games. Like he plays one game that he already picked, and then he plays the other game, which was chosen online on the website as the viewer's choice. So he does two games in a single night, and then he does let's plays. Albeit he streams it first. You just finished your second Q&A video, and you want to try to do them more often on your channel, be my guest. You can do that. What else? But yeah, Andy is just a fun guy to hang out with, whether you're just chilling or whether you play those multiplayer games. Of course, I'm pretty sure Greedy Selfish already knows a couple of streamers of his own if he wishes to mention some, uh, but I just wanted to give you some that definitely warrant a shout out. Uh, what else? Or who else? Oh yes, my good friend Rockhawk64. He's doing a lot of streams lately, so I should definitely mention him. And I understand that he is in the process of returning to Let's Playing the original Golden Sun, and basically what he needed was not only a new TV but also a new computer and a new computer, as well as getting back to where he was beforehand. And Greedy Selfish mentions that Ivex, if I'm even pronouncing that right, Ivex and X Unlimited Money. do streams. Okay, I'll have to. I might have to. Is this on Twitch, Greedy? Because I mean, Twitch and Hitbox as well as YouTube streaming. Um, those are different animals. So I just want to know if they're from Twitch, Hitbox, or any other streaming site that they're from, or if they have multiple ones. And then sometimes YouTube, sometimes Twitch. Okay, so so there it is, guys. I might have to put this in my. I might have to put this in the description so I remember how to spell these guys' names. That's for later. Okay. Excuse me. But yeah. Thank you very much, Greedy. Let's see. I don't know who else is watching this, but anyway, I'm happy that you're enjoying that you suggested this. Very cool. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah. There's also was it two other good friends of mine, also good friends of Grotus. One of them is Jazawa Toad. Uh, and I have to be honest with you. Even though I mentioned that Jason RPG and I are like brothers, Jazawa Toad. I can't even talk. Jazawa Toad. He's my Toady brother. Like Toady brother. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, he's my Toady brother, and I just enjoy his streams whenever he does do them because he doesn't do it a lot, but when he does, he makes it count. And he of course he uploads like the normal let's play stuff, things like that, including vlogs if you're interested in that. Oh goodness. And then there's also his friend Dragon Ball Z X4X, also cool guy. In fact, he has a very, very, I don't want to say it's morbid, but it's just a very, very crude sense of humor. I mean, if you can get past that, he's funny as hell. I mean, my good friend, and I'm pretty sure Fries can agree with me when I say that, McButternugget 1, another good friend of ours, just laughs his head off every time that Dragon Ball Z X4X just does something funny or says something funny. Uh, I mean, really, you can get a sample of that in one of my Smash videos in which it features him. So just go to my playlist and look up Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, and you'll find it. Yeah, even Fries agrees with that. Awesome. But yeah, there's him, and then who else? Okay, I'll cut it down to two more people because I don't want to take too long on this subject. The only other people I can think of is Moogle Fantasy. Like Moogle, as in here. I'll type it in there. Like Moogle, as in the creatures from Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series. So yeah, Moogle Fantasy. Yet another cool guy that he streams on Twitch most of the time. So there's that. There's him. I mean, he's a really funny sense of humor, and I don't know. I mean, I just enjoyed the fact that he's a Moogle, and as much as I'm a Toad, like we're two cute creatures, and yet he's just. I mean, not only that, but his Let's Play stuff as well as the stuff that he's already posted, um, are just amazing, very amazing. And last but not least, Here's a new person that I don't know if I mentioned him before, but if I haven't, uh, here's a new guy that I found, and the Blue Toad podcast. Yeah, it should be. Only one problem though. Actually, it could be a podcast. Only problem is I don't it's not streamed to Apple, so I can't even call it a podcast. I mean, it's a broadcast, but it's not a podcast. So that's why I don't call it a podcast. But I mean, I could be wrong, but that's a good suggestion. I will give you that. Any podcasts that I listen to? Actually, before I answer that, let me get to the last guy I was going to mention. Uh, I have a good friend of mine, and he, unlike most of my other friends, as well as most of the people that I mentioned that stream, unlike the others who just go by a username, he goes by his own name, and that is Adrian Chambly. I'll type it in the chat, but I'll make sure that I'll give you his username, but it's Adrian. Yeah, yeah. He's the only one that goes by his own name, so it's like, who cares? Like to him, who cares? So it's like, all right. But yeah, or AC or not AC, excuse me, A Chambly 87. That's his official name. Uh, he's a streamer on Twitch, but of course he has his own YouTube. He has both a games channel and a review channel. So if you wish, you can just type in the username that I just typed in, the last one, and put it on YouTube, and then you'll find it much easier that way. If you want to, you don't have to, and especially those whether it's now live or those who watch it later. So yeah, but lately he's been doing a lot of streams of Persona 5. So if you're interested in Persona 5 as well as an assortment of other games that he does every now and then, do check him out. Do check him out. Okay, there's 3 people. Oh, okay. I had to refresh my chat a little bit, but it's fine. Okay. Now to answer Greedy Selfish's question, any podcasts that I listen to? Um, I used to listen to because I don't listen to any podcasts now, but I can tell you what I did listen to before. I used to listen to what is it? Oh, it's called The Single Chef. I don't know if they have made any new episodes, but that was one of the ones that I used to watch or listen. Well, actually, watch because it was a video podcast. But yeah, The Single Chef. Uh, I like that. I liked it because it kind of hit home to me because I'm kind of a single guy and and I still am. But but yeah, I mean, but I like it because this is a guy that can cook and he's single and he wants to get hooked up, if you know what I mean. Um, and his slogan is that learn how to cook, learn how to learn how to cook, learn how to love, because nobody wants to be single forever. Something along the lines like that. Oh, all right. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I used to listen to NPR. I used to listen to NPR. Um, I used to listen to what is it? Oh, the Grammar Girl. Uh, let's see, there we go. Basically, it's a audio podcast based on learning grammar. It's just based on learning how to spell, learning how to read, and learning how to put the words together to make it to make it to make it grammarly, if you will. That's another one. Um, there was a, and then there's a brother podcast of the Grammar Girl, the Modern Manners guy. I'll type it in the chat. The Modern Manners guy. His basically his thing is to teach us how to have manners, especially in this day and age. Probably one of the ones that stuck out as far as the manners guy was addressing Mr., Mrs., Miss, and Ms. Among other things. I mean, there's other topics like what is it? How to eat at the table, or how to conduct your like how do you like what to do when you are in the presence of someone who hates you without absolutely blowing a gasket. Things like that. I mean, those are just a few of them, but uh, I mean, I can go on and on about podcasts I used to listen to, but I think that would just take on way too much time. So those are just some of the ones that I listen to. What about the ones that you listen to, either Fries or Greedy or whoever else wants to talk about this? And while they talk about it, or while they're typing, I should say, it was just unfortunate what happened in London and Manchester and Jason RPG. We talked about it in a podcast of someone else's by the name of TrueWho82. That episode has not been posted yet. I'll be sure to share it with you when it does, whenever that is. But we talked about it, and we talked about Ariana Grande and how she felt about it when it happened, and how she felt that it was her fault. Well, oh, of course, wrestling podcast. I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, Ariana Grande. Like my friend Jason mentioned that, you know, on one hand, you could think that, you know, Grande might, Ariana Grande is either using this as a way to, I don't know, promote herself as a caring individual, or on the other hand, she is legitimately concerned and that she feels that it really is her fault. But then again, I can't read minds, and I don't wish to take sides on this, but it is kind of worth noting, though. But whatever happens, happens, I guess. Let's see. Wrestling podcasts. Yes, I used to listen to wrestling podcasts. Let's see. Which ones? I forgot what it was called. Um, I remember one. Uh, it was, what was his name? Oh, Colt Cabana. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to Ariana Grande either. I mean, it's terrible that it even happened. I mean, and like I said, I don't know if her feelings were genuine. And then again, I can't read minds, so I don't know. So what what can I say on that? But yeah, I used to listen to Cole Cabana's wrestling podcasts, especially when it first came out. And one of his guests was the great CM Punk, which is yet another person I should be talking about. Uh, CM Punk, probably one of the more decorated wrestlers, probably within the last 10 years. And what sucks about it is that, Punk, he never got the respect that he deserved. And I'm just being, and this is not someone who loves Punk all that much. It's not like I love the guy that much. I mean, I do, but not to the level that some fans do. But Punk never really got his due in the WWE. I mean, yeah, he got a over 1 year title reign with the WWE title, but oh, and Greninja Power's back. I'll get back to you in a moment, Greninja, but yeah, CM Punk. I mean, even though he was given a lengthy title reign, which I'm happy he did, but he was never given a WrestleMania main event. I mean, yeah, he was on the card, but he wasn't like in the main event, or it was even treated as a main event. I'm like, this is a guy that's given you so much money. I mean, he's generating money for you. At least at that time, he was, and you just treat him like that. But I'll get back to more on Punk in a moment. But for Greninja Power, how's it going, man? I guess while he's typing, uh, it just kind of reminds me of like what happened to Punk also happened to what is it, Monty Hall? Uh, especially back when he was doing Let's Make a Deal, like when it first started. Like for 5 years he was okay. And he says it's going good. I've been addicted to Injustice 2. Really great game. How's it going for you? I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy that you're doing good yourself. But to answer the whole what does CM Punk have to do with Monty Hall? Both guys were, I guess you can say, in a sense, royally screwed because it was like in CM Punk's case, it was Mr. McMahon, and in Monty Hall's case, it was NBC. And this was back when NBC, CBS, and ABC were like the big three channels because that's more or less what everybody else had. I mean, they had three channels and then what, PBS back in those days, like back in the '60s, more specifically. But Monty Hall wanted a decent contract, and that they were working for peanuts, and they never got the offer, and they never got the respect they deserved. And you would love to see CM Punk host a game show. If he did, I mean, if he wants to do it, more power to him, really. Um, but no, I mean, Monty Hall, like he never got the offer that he and his business partner Stephen Halos should have gotten when they were on NBC. But eventually they moved to ABC, and they were practically killing it, not only for themselves but for the network of ABC, and Monty Hall was happy in the end. So I'm happy for him. I'm also happy that CM Punk is well, I'm happy that he, like, for CM Punk's case, I'm happy that he's happy, but of course I can't say the same thing about his MMA career, like Greedy Selfish just pointed out. But but really, the moral of the story is if you don't treat your employees well, they're going to leave and they're going to join your competition if they so fit. Or how do I put this? In other words, they'll leave you. So treat your employees with respect, especially for anyone who's in an employer. So please treat them with respect. All right. So with that said, Greninja Power, is there anything you want me to talk about if you're still here? I guess while he's typing. So yeah, do treat your employees with respect because eventually they're going to leave you, and if they see the grass is greener on the other side, they will leave you. So yeah, to all you prospective employers, treat your employees well. That's all I have to say. Let's see. I guess while Greninja Power's typing up his question, anyone else could type in the question themselves if they wish, or you can type in a question in the comment section if they want it. Conus board? What is happening? Okay, basically this is a radio stream, if you will. So I just talk about things that come to my mind as well as recent events, things like that. But you are also open to input, so you can talk about like you can submit questions or leave a comment, things like that. So you're just in time, buddy. I should definitely go to one of your streams. I kind of feel bad that I'm usually asleep when you stream, which kind of sucks. If I do must say so myself. So yeah. Okay. Why not keep a log of the chat? What do you mean? I know. Oh, yeah. I probably should do that. But then again, how do I do? Yeah, how would I do that? I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. No. All right. Uh. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that via OBS or stuff. Yeah, I probably should uh dive into that. Maybe I need help with OBS because I don't have that. So yeah, for the early episodes until I get OBS, you know what, Conus is right. I can't archive my chat, so that's the only bad thing about it. So good point there, man. But anyway, we have Conus board. I may as well give him a little shout out while he's here. Get it? Uh, okay, so I just go to OBS. All right, or I'll have to get it some other time. Uh, OBS. Oh, open broadcaster software. Okay. Okay. I'll have to do it. Explain what the chat is saying via Q&A. Yeah, yeah, that's practically how it is. So yeah, I will take your advice when getting OBS and downloading it. So you got me on that one. So wait, what was I talking about before? I forgot what I was talking about before, but nonetheless, though, oh, here's another question that Conus Board submitted. He says, "How was your college semester?" Well, I don't think it's too personal, so I should talk about it. And plus, I got my grades just recently, so I can safely say that um, for one of my classes, I got a C plus. Now, one would think, well, C plus is not very good. Well, it isn't. But considering how much trouble I was having, I will take it with a grain of salt. I really will, because unless I can't, you know, I don't want to put you guys in my shoes, but if you were, you would know how much trouble I had with one of the subjects. But But if it makes anybody feel better, I did pretty well on the final test. Good enough to get that C plus. And for the other class, I was doing what is it, general management. On that class, I got an A, and I'm happy that I got an A for that one. So, I mean, aside from that, my college semester, as hectic as it was, I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, it could have been as much less stressful than it really was, but it really was stressful, and I'm happy that it's done. It was like a huge weight off of me, but I mean, I still have a couple more semesters to go. Yeah, accounting is a pain, and if and I mean, some people are really really good at it. Me, I'm above average, but I'm not that great. I'm not that great. You love management modules. You know what? Maybe I might be able to do a management module class somehow. Or actually, I already did. Never mind. But apparently, CONUS seems to love management modules. So yeah, I mean, CONUS is a management. What are you majoring in, CONUS? I guess while he answers that, I'm an accounting major. Am I? Uh, uh, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I mean, we had so much to talk about this episode, and I hope for those of you that are watching this, I hope you didn't lose track, things like that. But most of my episodes, I talk about a thought, and then as people come into the live chat, it then becomes more of a Q&A session, if nothing else. But okay, Conan Sport says he majors in business information technology, business and IT modules. You know what? That's also pretty good too, because I took a class on that. Uh, we have something called Microsoft Access, although I'm not very good at it. I mean, I know some people are really good at IT modules. I never was good at that. I just knew the basics, and I mean, who knows? Maybe I might go back and learn some of these IT modules. Uh, but I have to say, I'm very proud of you, Conus. I'm very, very proud of you. And of course, Conus board is much like Jason before him, and that is he's kind of like a brother. Access is database. I prefer using MySQL. Yeah, MySQL is pretty good. I like that. I've heard good things about it. I just haven't tried it yet. But yeah, Conus is kind of like a brother. I mean we both came through this one group that ultimately like it started yet fell apart in about a month and a half's time. But then we both founded Insomania Game, and I'll be honest with you, Insomania Game is kind of slowed down quite a lot, but that's usually because we have busy lives. I mean, I really wish we could all be working at it at the same time, but it doesn't work like that. And plus, it really wasn't meant to be too serious. It was just something that we love to do on the side. So that's pretty much how that works. But yeah, Conus is like a brother, if you know what I mean. And to the people watching this, I again, I hope I don't bore you to death. I really hope not. I suppose that is true. It probably would have survived it if I wasn't under hiatus myself. Yeah, we're both blue. Like he's the blue owl and I'm the blue toad. Yeah, definitely. But to catch Conus up to speed a little bit, especially those who are just coming in much late, I was talking about like the recent attacks on Manchester, and then the day before that, the day yesterday, or the day after that, depending on your point of view. What happened in London? We were talking about that one, and I just I don't know what else to say about it. Really, I don't. It's it's something that's been going on for so long, like especially these random attacks. Like I just don't get it. I really don't get why they do it. I mean, I mean I get the fact that they want to hurt people. The only thing I don't know is why. That's the only thing. And it was a tragedy. And though I'm happy that our two good friends, including Jason, uh, sur- they were not even involved. But the fact that they were that close, I'm like, it just scares you. It scared me. I will say that. And so yeah, do pray for Manchester. Do pray for London. Whether you believe in a deity, whether it be God or uh, Muhammad or whatever, like or Buddha or whatever your deity is, just so long as it's not one that causes harm. But do pray for them. And and the only other topic I was talking about, before I started doing a Q&A was how I had to let go of a grudge because I held on to it for too long, and I just had to let it go because it wasn't doing me any good. Uh, and I tweeted about it on Twitter, and I just that's what I was talking about before, long before you started, or you came rather, Conus. But uh, any other questions you have, Conus, or anybody that's in the live chat? Wait, you hate holding grudges? You wish you wouldn't. Okay, so while Conus is going to look at my Twitter, yeah, I have to say that a grudge is it's hard to let go. I'll be honest with you. The thing about grudges is that I have to admit I was really stubborn. No, no, I'll mention it really quickly, but yeah, I mean I held on to it far too long, and it just wasn't doing me any good, and it's like poison. You drink it, expecting the other person to die, and it's you who dies inside, really quickly. But yeah, unless you have any other questions, that's going to do it for our first official episode of Blue Toad Radio. Uh, and for the people on in the what is it, the comment section when this gets posted, you can leave topics that you want me to talk about on the next episode. Same thing with the live chat if they want to mention something. But yeah, grudges are hard to let go if you keep thinking that they are important, and I have to admit, that's it falls right into it. Yes. Okay. Of course, I have to remember there's a 30-second delay, so I have to remember that. Okay. Well, I guess that is going to have to do it. So, I'll be sure to put the names of the streamers that I gave shoutouts to, as well as the people that participated in the live chat, including the likes of Jason RPG, Fries 101 Reviews, Greninja Power, Greedy Selfish, and Conus Board, as well as a few other people. I was going to talk about one other thing, but I'll have to save it for the next episode. But with that said, this is your host with the most, to Jew22, and I'll see you later, man. I'll see you later, Greedy and Conus Board, as well as whoever is watching this, whether it be now as it happens, or whether it be much later when you watch this, whoever you are. Do take care. And this is the Blue Toad to Jew22 signing off. All right. Have a good one, everybody. All right. Oh, over here.